fan of Christopher Nolan. I love how he does a lot of his effects in camera, and I know the flying sequences and the on being on the boat. Can you talk about, I guess specifically with you first of all, didn't he have you on a gimbal with water in the background to make it look like you were actually above water? Can you talk about filming those scenes and how you were moving?
Yeah, I mean, Chris, the movement in the cockpit, that is actually Chris. Chris is moving the cockpit.
He's operating it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And like if you had to get hit by something, Chris threw it.
He was doing that with the Moonstone as well. He was rocking it side to side, like, you know, he really was participating.
He's literally made the film.
Yeah.
He literally makes it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Now, being on the boat, though, I know a lot of it was filmed actually on water. Most of it was. All of it was, yeah. Talk about, obviously, being on the water all day long. Did it help you actually stay in character longer to be out there on that boat like that? Can you talk about what your circumstances were like?
Yeah, the most amazing day on that boat was going out of the Dunkirk harbor along the side of the very pier, the mole, I think they call it, and going out around it and being, 200 or 300 yards off of the beach, right where the thing happened. And there are still boats and ordnance and things sunk beneath you. And going back and forth when we were first learning how to do the boat, and I think we filmed there too, being in the very space where it happened, that was really freaky.
Presence.
That was very freaky.
Now, I saw the film last night. I think it's an absolute masterpiece. You were behind me in the theater last night. Talk about your experience watching it on a 70mm IMAX screen. Yeah. And then obviously you were there shooting it, but what was it like to see it on the screen like that?
Yeah, to see it was like I was filming it again. I'm not even messing. Like, the plane sequences especially, like, when it was torn, I was like, I was going, all right, I can't turn my head that much, but like, it was just, you were there, and I hope it does that for lads my age at home as well. Brings the youth, like the young lads into it, and lets them realise and show what Dunkirk was. And because I had no clue, I did have a clue, but I wasn't aware of the whole thing of Dunkirk.
Yeah. And can you talk about, like, obviously a lot of your scenes are with Tom Hardy, but you guys are in separate planes. Can you talk about when you guys were shooting those moments with the water behind you? Was Hardy there with you, or were you actually speaking with him? How did those scenes work?
Yeah. Sometimes, we were. Yeah. I mean, like if I was off camera when he was on camera, like I was hooked up. We were talking to one another. It was a lot of fun. That.
Yeah. You were saying you can see each other's eyes when you're flying together.
Yeah, actually, when we went up in the air with actual Spitfires, they're like 10 feet from each other. That's how close they can fly to one another.
Oh my God!
And you can see in the eye of the other pilot.
You and T-Dog are mates now, aren't you?
Me and T-Dog.
Yeah, you're mates.
Yeah, me and T-Dog. Yeah, big time.
T-Dog.
Yeah.
That's what he calls him.
Tom Hardy does love dogs. There's like a whole Instagram dedicated to him and his dogs, so it's really funny.